Welcome, everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. How is everyone? So I wanted to hop back on and do another short YouTube video this afternoon. I did one earlier this morning. Hope you guys watched it. Um, but this one's going to be kind of short and to the point. And there's, I guess the title of it, I haven't really thought about it, but how to improve your health. Just everyday people out there, how do you improve your health? Everybody seems to be under stress. It's the holiday time, and I notice people are even more under stress, trying to get everything done for their families, for their loved ones, and they're frantically running around, and they're a little short. And even in my recent travels, I guess I could attribute some of that to the same thing, is that people seem to be having health issues. I've been reading on the internet where people are coming down sick, and they're having different things happening to them. I just read a deal about one person I know who just had a horrendous month of December with accident after accident after accident, trauma after trauma after trauma. Well, she's a nurse and she's in the Newtonian mechanics, physics. So she's probably not real receptive to the things that I might have to say, but she upregulated all that. She caused all that to happen. That stuff just doesn't happen. You just don't start having accident after accident after accident without considering what have you been thinking about and what have you been feeling and what have your emotions been and da 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 da, and how responsible are you for creating your own illness. I have another buddy who has an immune disorder, and he probably doesn't ever listen to this stuff, but he gets sick periodically, and recently he was talking about, I don't know the outcome. I don't know the outcome, but recently he was talking about just getting sick a day or two ago. I'm sure it has to do with the stress. He's wanting to move. Every place he goes doesn't quite seem to be right. He has a lot of disgruntlement. I'm being very nice there with different things that are going on in the country and politics and economy and blah, 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 blah. I could go on, but that's a couple examples. And then on the other hand, there's people out there that do talk on the internet about having a successful, wonderful, happy day. And they're just perfectly fine. And what's going on with that? How come there's the big difference? What about the people in the middle? Where are the people in the middle? We don't hear from them. I hear about the people that are not doing well physically, emotionally, or in life skills type situations, or the people who are just doing great and they're grateful for what's going on. I have two things, two very, very important things you need to do. And there's others, but these two will get you. My glasses are not straight, are they? That's how weird I am. I get looking at these things and I think, wow, that's not right, is it? It's probably my head that's crooked. But anyway, so the two things are that you need to really start paying attention to being healthy, to not upregulating disease in a stressful situation, especially during the holidays, right? This is a good time to get sick because of the amount of stress that we're under and that sort of thing. Here's the first one. staying present. You've all heard about it. You've all read about it. You've all been all over the internet, investigating it. And what does it mean? Well, it's quantum. It's not Newtonian. Newtonian talks about the past, the present, and the future, living in a linear world, right? And staying present is quantum, realizing that the past, the present, and the future are now. The eternal now. The present time. So if you think about the past, you may be recalling some hurt, some anger, some trauma, discomfort, agitation, sorrowness, sadness, depression, on and on and on. And if you go to a psychotherapist, you know me, here's my kick on that, all they're going to do is want you to go and reenact all the trauma. Boo. Doesn't work. It's dealing only with the conscious side of your head. And that doesn't stay. It doesn't last. Okay? So when you're thinking about the past, you're putting yourself in a position that you might start upregulating diseased genes. When we start thinking about the future, we think about the past, and therefore the future is going to look like where we've been, where we've come. And what does that produce? Anxiety, all kinds of anxiety and discomfort, mistrust. We'd stay at home all day if we could, not to encounter the future, because we already know how it's going to turn out. Ugly, not good. How often? Now this is for all of you. How often are you in the present? The eternal now. How often are you focused on what's happening in your world now? Are you 10% there a day? 20, 30? My guess is the majority of people, and this is kind of my research along with research that I've been studying and reading about. My research basically says you're not in the present. Well, I have to think in terms of my kids, yes, but you're thinking in terms of your kids, in terms of your past. And how did that go over the holidays? And then you're thinking in terms of your kids in the future. How are they going to feel? It's not current, it's not present. Instead of mom or dad, instead of just spending time with your kids on the floor playing, in the here and now, in the present, in the eternal now. It has nothing to do with the past. It has nothing to do with the future. It has to do with your thoughts and feelings, emotions about what is happening in your world, your reality right now. Builds the immune system. Upregulates genes that'll build and strengthen the immune system. Reduces the chances of getting sick, having an illness, a disease, a trauma, a diagnosis, having several catastrophic events happen to you within a matter of 3 weeks. And you're supposed to be a nurse. I love this lady. I grew up with her. Not staying present. Too much focused on the past and the future. That's number one. We have to stay present. This is a video about how to be healthy, how not to be sick, how not to get a diagnosis, how not to have trauma. How to be in a state of coherence, where the brain and the body is functioning just perfectly. What's number two? Number two. Boy, I'm trying to think about this one. There's a trend going on in the world, right? As a matter of fact, I just had a notice that's still up on the screen talking about global meditation. I belong to a group, and we do global meditation in order to try and change the world. Eliminate the hate, the hatred, the anger, the disgust, the fighting, the arguing, the war, the economy, the politics, the rudeness, the terrible, terrible stuff we watch every single day on the internet. So the second thing has to do with meditation. How many people in here meditate? How many people in here know how to meditate? You can go on the internet today and there's people after people that I think they put themselves out as authorities. They have the ability to teach about meditation. Some do, some don't. But here's the point that I'm making. If you can learn, if you can find someone who can teach you how to meditate, and there are very, very good people on the internet you can learn from, and there's groups that you can join on the internet and do meditations together. There's workshops you can go to just to meditate. The health benefits to meditating are astronomical. You're not going to fall off the flippin' porch if you do things that'll be healthy for your body and mind. So there's brainwaves. Let's look at this as the second one, meditation, a second way. There's brainwaves. We all have brainwaves, right? Right now, and when we're in a cognitive state right now, learning, talking back and forth, interacting, it's just called beta. It's no big deal. You're in beta, hopefully most of your day, making sense, interacting with people. And there's high beta, middle range beta, and low beta. It's just the quality of cognitive ability that you have at the current time. And that's all good, fine. Then you drop down as you get more tired. For instance, when you're waking up in the morning, you go, backwards. At night when you're going to sleep, you're going from beta to alpha, to theta, to delta, which is deep sleep. And it's just lowering your brain waves so that they're not going really, really fast. Meditation, I'm just going to tell you one thing. I don't know, maybe I'll do a whole thing on meditation. We'll talk for a day. But it causes nitric oxide to occur in your body. It causes your veins and arteries to dilate. Causes all of your organs to function properly. Reduces and eliminates stress. Dissolves upregulating disease and ill health and trauma and diagnosis. Builds the immune system to where you don't just get a cold. I don't understand why people get colds or the flu. We have every possible pharmaceutical in our bodies. Our chemistry is built that we don't have to ever be sick. We have a longevity gene that says we don't have to die between 70 and 90. That's culture. People used to live for hundreds of years. The person was born recently who's going to live over 200 years. That's science. They've already proven that. That person's already been born recently. But anyway, I said I would keep these under 20 minutes. I'm going to. So here's the second thing, meditation. Learn to meditate. I meditate twice, 3 times a day, minimum. Doesn't have to be for hours. Just lower the brain waves. Stay present and meditate. You will eliminate poor health. It's not the end all, but it's where you have to start. So anyway, subscribe. Press the subscribe button, please, 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 please. And the like button is very important. There it is over there. I need those 2 things. I need you to subscribe and hit the like button and the little bell if it's there so that you get notified when I do another video. Here today I did too. You would have been notified of that. I want this thing to go viral. I want this to be just the most incredible thing in the world, and I get 100,000 subscribers and views. So anyway, it's a thought I had when I was meditating here just shortly ago, and I thought I would come on real quick and do that. So God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.